Hello, guys, and welcome to my new series about how we can make um, the most optimal use of the chaos destruction system that Unreal Engine has provided us. So let's get started. First of all, we are going to take a static mesh and put it in the scene, the static mesh that we want to break. This one is a wall, and the first thing we want to do is to create a geometry collection out of this wall. A geometry collection is a unique asset that uh, Unreal Engine has provided to us that we can fracture this geometry collection into different pieces, and each piece will be simulated in the game. So let's get started. Um, I have went to the selection mode and went into the fracture, and I want to create a new geometry collection out of this wall that I have brought from the destruction building kit, the DBK asset that I've bought from the marketplace, but you can use anything you want to fracture. Let's click on new, and let's choose a select path, and I'm going to randomly choose a path and click on create a geometry collection. Now if we will hit play, this wall will be physically simulated, but we want to do better things with this wall. We want to fracture it, so the most common way, the most basic one is to go to the fracture tab, click on the uniform. By the way, this is some um, fracture options that Unreal Engine has provided to us. I I like to go with the uniform and play with it a bit. So let's check out what is happening if we are hitting fracture. Yes, this wall is broken into some pieces. We can control how many pieces we want to break. I was just hitting this and that happened, but if we will set up those values and play with it, we can get a much nicer patterns. But for the sake of the tutorial, let's click on play, and nothing is breaking. Oh, yes, the wall has fallen down, and as we can see, we have those breaking patterns, very boring. So let's see how we can do it more fascinating and more beautiful. I want to reset this geometry collection, so I go to reset and click on reset, and let's do it again. We can go to the cluster, uh, fracture type, and hit on fracture, and what will happen is those pieces, we will have a big cluster and a small cluster. Basically what it does is taking the uniform and it's like doing it twice, but I want to do something that will look like the cluster, that we will have small pieces and big pieces, but I want to do it nicer than this. So I'm going to reset this again, I'm going to uniform. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to set this value to a much higher value than before. Let's go with 150 and click on fracture. What we will have now is a lot of small pieces, but I want big pieces and small pieces. So my trick is to go to the auto mode And what this will do is will cluster some of those pieces together into small clusters. Let's check out what this does. I click on auto cluster. Now we will have two fracture levels. Level 0 is the root. Level 1, as you can see, is big chunk of fracture pieces, and level 2 is small ones. Let's check out what will happen if we will click on play. Oh, this is look much nicer. The the big piece here, two of them was fallen down, and as they was fallen down, some of the small pieces was breaking also. Let's play with it again, and let's go on to the details panel and make this wall break in much easier. So I'm going to set its value from 500,000, half a million into those kind of values. Sorry for my English. We will be fine. Let's click on play, and now as we can see, the big pieces, this big piece is stayed and those aren't. If I'm walking on it, we can see. And I think this will be enough for this video. Thank you very much, guys. If you like my content, like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will make more tutorials like this.